Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Healthy Tech Talk Show. My name is Rick Haaland, your host. Today we're going to have an incredible show. We're going to talk about sleep and the importance of sleep when you have chronic pain. Real life experiences that I've gone through that made an amazing difference as far as my pain management. Blood sugars are sitting at 8.0. I like that. Blood pressure is 140 high, but we're going to work on that as we do more exercises through the coming months and weeks and months. And my threshold for pain is between a 6 and a 7, so we'll put it at 6.5. Haven't done anything today, so it's, if I could stay perfectly still, I can manage the pain to a varying degree. It's activity, and the wonderful thing about that is when you start doing activity, that's when it gets bad. But how far do you push a pinched nerve? How far? Sometimes it's a slippery slope. It's dangerous to do that because you'll cause more damage than enough. So it's the frustrating part of you want activity in life because you don't want those muscles and tendons to atrophy, but at the same time, if you push yourself too much, it's almost like you're going backwards sometimes. So it's a balancing act. All right. So we'll hit the intro and we'll be right back. You're going to love the show today. We'll see you in just a moment. Welcome to the eFlexonics Podcast Network. Join us for the latest tips and tricks from experts in their fields, showing you how you can be happy, healthy, and more productive when using technology, either at home or at work. Remember, tech shouldn't have to hurt. Our motto is everything healthful and helpful for the computer user. Enjoy the show. Rick and Pat. All right, after the intro, and we are back. Today we're going to talk about sleep, the importance of sleep. Now, when I injured myself last year, I would go to bed. Here's the weird part. When you have a neck injury and you have a pinched nerve, right? And you have vertebrae that are out all over the place. I can lay on my back, no problem, if I don't have a pillow. Anything that comes close to touching the back of my neck, no thanks. I can no longer wear a sports blazer or a suit coat because the collar, the top of the collar or the midline of the collar, just the weight of that, if I wear a sports coat or a suit jacket for 2 minutes or more, my hands will start to twitch. It's just ridiculous. And then I get incredible pains coming down these two fingers here and then these two fingers here, and it just travels up. Oh, yeah. So I used to love getting dressed up. I can no longer do that right now. It's just temporary. But so anyway, if I lay down on my back with no pillow, fine. Relatively easy to control the pain as long as I have a little bit of an ice pack there, right? I have to take an ice pack with me to bed every night. The trouble is, in the middle of the night, as you well know, everybody changes position, right? They toss and turn. Well, if I turn to the right or to the left with no pillow to support my head, that's another area that's just driving me crazy because it'd be okay if I could wake up, put a pillow underneath my head when I'm on my side, that would be helpful. But if I tilt my head to this side when I'm laying on my right side with no support, or this side when I'm laying on my left side with no support, no pillow support, makes it worse. So sleeping, when I first injured my neck, became a disaster. And I would get maybe 2 hours of sleep a night, and then I would wander out to the sofa in the daytime, and I'd have to cat nap all afternoon just to keep up, just to almost try to repay back my sleep debt. That was horrible. So I've learned in the last year a couple of tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you that has helped. I haven't found a solution yet for a pillow that will automatically jump to my aid when I roll to my side, but I have found something that helped me a lot. It's called a blackout curtain. Have you heard of these things? We bought a blackout curtain called Eclipse, and I did a podcast a couple of months ago about these wonderful curtains, and I will put the link below this video so you can just follow it. They're 8 feet in length, and they come in 4 panels. We have a fairly large window in our bedroom, But these blackout curtains, what they do is they block out 99% of the light. And you know how important that is when you have chronic pain and you want to go to bed. Sometimes I want to go to bed at 7 o'clock at night, but the sun is still up until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I absolutely have to have a dark environment. So they block out 99% of the light, but not only that, but they will block out up to 40% more noise because they are a foam-backed product. That was amazing to me. And there's a third thing that I really appreciate. It acts as a thermal barrier. So if it's hot outside, it will keep your bedroom cooler on the inside. It acts as like an insulator. And if it's cold outside, it will keep your bedroom a little bit warmer. So 3 very important things for blackout curtain: blocks out noise, improves sound control, and acts as a thermal barrier. Another thing that I'm going to share with you are these little guys. I don't know if you can see or if they're showing up very well on the camera. These are foam earplugs. When I used to work in construction and I used to operate heavy-duty equipment, we use these almost exclusively. What you do is you just roll them around with your thumb and finger until they get really, really small, and then jam them, screw them in your ears, and let them expand. And let me tell you, what a wonderful product. And they're cheap, like $1 a pair. So spend $20, go out and get 20 disposables. You can reuse them too, as long as you're, not hard on them. They'll last you quite a while. So this is a very, very cheap alternative if you don't have a very good sound-controlled environment. Another thing that I found really helped with noise, controlling the noise, are these. Now, I'm sure that you've seen these earbuds around before. They're just earbuds that you buy that go into the iPod, that go into Android devices or your computer. But what makes these so good is they have a little rubber cups, and you put them in your ears, and they form a barrier, and they're extremely effective at canceling noise. Not only that, but if you follow it up halfway up here, there's a little box here that's got some circuitry in it, and I'll turn it on. Can you see that light right here? Right here. Now that light, these are noise canceling headphones. They are earbuds. They're not expensive. They were $100 regular, and I got them on sale for half price. So for $50 for me, it was a good deal. So quite often I will take my my smartphone to bed if I want to watch Netflix in bed. Yes, you can do that from your smartphone. Or if I want to listen to a podcast, say for example you've got some soothing music, or if you're into hypnosis and you can play your hypnosis MP3s just before you go to bed, this is a great alternative. And if I fall asleep listening to this, that's okay, because this will give me noise cancellation. So this battery has lasted me for months, and I haven't changed it. So I love this. I couldn't do without this now. So 3 things that are really, really important as far as controlling your quality of sleep when you have chronic pain, because let's face it, you've got to insulate and protect yourself every way that you know how. One is I would highly suggest you go out and get eclipse curtains. Okay, so there were $50 a panel, and we had to buy 4 panels, so that's $200, plus you have to get a $20 rod. If you can't afford that, don't sweat it. Find the biggest, fluffiest, the quilts that you can get, big thick ones, and hang them over your curtain rods. But you have to do something about controlling the amount of light that comes into your bedroom, because the circadian rhythm, your bio-circadian rhythm, if you are going to bed too late and not getting enough rest, or if your pain is preventing you from falling asleep, the last thing you want to do is open your eyes when you're in pain and see light. If you see dark, it sends a signal through your body, oh, time to rest. Remember the slide edge principle. It's not one big thing. All of a sudden you're not going to take a pill and your pain is going to go away. It's the small little increments sometimes that make a big, big difference. So I thought I'd share that with you today, the importance of sleep and doing 3 things to really get you quality of sleep. Now, we will be doing so much more. We're going to be doing, my goodness, we're going to be covering hypnosis. We're going to be covering relaxation exercises. I also want to have a friend of mine on. She suffers from fibromyalgia, and she probably has some really good tips and tricks on how she handles pain, what she does to combat it. Everybody's got to develops a system. If you've lived with chronic pain long enough, you develop a system of survival, right? And it's these secrets of survival that we really want to talk about and get on the internet so to help other people. And if you've got a story, if you've either got a story that you had victory over chronic pain or you know someone that has, give us an email at healthytechtalk@gmail.com and let us know. And if you want to be on our show, we can Skype you on the show. We can have a lot of fun. So folks, today, day 3 was talking about the importance of sleep and how you've got to try to insulate and protect yourself and get a good night's quality of sleep. We'll see you next show. This is Rick Haaland, your host for Healthy Tech Talk. Take care. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. All right.